everybody, welcome back with Chef Rob. Today, well, summer wouldn't be the same if we didn't grill some fish. So we are going to grill some Mahi Mahi, which is one of my favorites. It is very mild tasting. It has a little sweetness to it when you get it from the market, and make sure that the flesh on it has a nice blood stream going right through it. I'm going to show you what I mean. If it is dull in color, okay, and very dull in the red bloodline, then it means it's old, okay? So that means you want to keep it very, very fresh and use it right away, okay? This is the Mahi Mahi. This is the nice red bloodline going right through it here, okay? So always make sure you use this within a day or two. Keep it well iced and in the refrigerator all the time. I am going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on here. Just going to drizzle a little bit on here. And that's with my gloves. Just kind of brush that on here. Makes for grilling really easy. I'm going to put a little bit of kosher salt on. Mahi Mahi is pretty similar to grouper. So if you're in Florida often, grouper, really good eating fish. This also as well. This is used a lot of times for tacos. And my favorite is for a lettuce wrap, which we are making right now. So my grill here is nice and hot. I have it on pretty high. I'm just going to take this Mahi Mahi and put it on the grill here. It'll probably take about 3-4 minutes on the one side, and then I'm going to flip it over for about another 3 or 4 minutes, and it should just kind of break into nice chunks. When I use it, I'm going to let it rest for a little bit, maybe 5-10 minutes, and then I'm going to break it into little chunks. Then it will be ready to put on the lettuce wrap. Okay, so let's make our mango relish that we're going to put in here. I'm going to use 2 plum tomatoes. As you can see, I had them stored down. That way the moisture, when it gets in there, it keeps them nice and fresh and they'll last a little bit longer. Just going to cut that little end off here. Cut it in half. I'm using the plum tomatoes. Plum tomatoes are a favorite of the chefs because they really hold up well, whether it's in salsa, a relish, even a pasta sauce. Alright, so we're going to cut 2 of them. Always scrub these really well when you get back from the market, because sometimes it has a little wax coating on it. That means they have traveled from different regions, and it's to keep it nice and fresh and for mold not to grow on it. Okay, so again, keep it nice and fresh. Okay, now we're going to start doing our mango. I'm going to talk about the mango. The one thing with the mango, okay, it depends on the time of the year. Right now, like a nice red to yellow, orangey skin on it is really good. Know if it's ripe, just put your thumb in a little bit. If it has a little give to it, it's nice and ripe. Check around that there's no brown spots on here. Okay, that would mean it's starting to get old. Make sure no shriveling of the skin. Okay, and it should also be pretty heavy in weight. Now I like to peel this, and then I'm just going to cut it into little slices. Okay, I'm going to check my fish for 1 second. I can just always just turn it a little bit. That will just give it some nice grill marks as well. Look at the inside of this mango. Absolutely beautiful mango. Nice and juicy. Really nice. Okay, I'm slicing it into thin strips. And then I'm just going to turn it. And now cut it into little pieces. And I'm going to put this in here with my tomatoes. Slide that all off there. Okay. So this is what we have right now. I'm going to put in 2 limes, juice. You can put these in the microwave to get a lot of juice. Okay. And you can roll them. I'm just going to cut these in half and squeeze all this beautiful lime juice in here. Give it great flavor. The lighter the limes, the better it will be as far as getting more juice out. Okay, so try to look for those real light ones that you can kind of squeeze with your hands a little bit. Okay, so I have the lime juice, the mango, and the tomato in here. I just want to check on my mahi mahi. Just flip it over. Look at that. Is that beautiful? That is a real nice eating fish. I'm going to take some jalapeno. I'm going to put it in half. Just going to cut it right down the center. I am going to take out all those little seeds in there, because otherwise your mouth will be on fire. And I don't want that. I do like hot food, but the seeds are a little too hot. Okay, cut it into thin little strips, just like this. And then just kind of mince it really small. Okay, now I am going to put in about a half of a red onion. Just going to peel this. Make sure it's really nice and fresh, nothing bad around here. Looks beautiful. I'm just going to dice this small little pieces. It's going to have a lot of flavor. Now kind of go really close in there. That way you get some really nice small pieces. Okay. Put this in here, just like that. Now I am going to put on a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of kosher salt. And my kosher salt. Just take your spoon, mix this around really good, and with the mahi mahi, this will go really, really good. Okay, pineapple in this with mahi mahi is excellent as well. Okay, so let me just check this mahi mahi right here. Okay, I can see a little bit of uncooked on the side here, so it just has a couple more minutes. And just to finish the relish, we are just going to put in some fresh cilantro. I am just going to chop this up really small. I want about 3 tablespoons, okay? So you can kind of measure it, or you can kind of go by, do you like cilantro or not, okay? It's not for everybody, but I happen to really like it. If you don't want to use cilantro, you can substitute the flat Italian leaf parsley. Okay. So let's add this in here, and you're going to see really pretty spring and summer colors. How's that look? It's going to be perfect with our mahi mahi. The mahi mahi is done, so let me just take this off, and I just want to let this sit and cool for just a few minutes, and then I can break it apart and we can make our lettuce wraps. Now in the meantime, I want to be ready, especially if company is coming or dinner time is ready with the family. So I'm just going to put 4 of these out here. You can always just judge how big of a wrap you want, whether it's for a lunch or just for a dinner. Now you can use this as a wrap, or you can also use this as a lettuce cup. Okay? So I am going to leave these right here. And our mahi mahi just has a minute to cool, and then we'll be ready to break it apart. So my mahi mahi is nice and cool. What I'm going to do now is break it into little pieces. When you're making this, the recipe says 2 mahi mahi fillets, so that's probably about 6 ounces. So when I break this in half, it is about 3 ounces each. Okay, so nice and cool. You want to go nice and gentle with it, because you want some really nice big chunks in there, okay? Because you don't want to miss the fish taste. Okay, see how that is? This is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put this on our lettuce wrap right now. You can use a butter lettuce with this as well. Look at that. It's just nice colors. I'm just going to lift some off here. I'm going to place that on here. Right there. And some right here. Make sure you get some of the mango, the tomatoes. Make sure each one has taste of every single vegetable and the mahi. Okay, that looks perfect, just like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just show everybody what you could do to make this a wrap. I'm going to do this right on the table. You could just take the softer part and then you're just going to kind of roll it up just like this. Okay, and it comes out almost like a little burrito. Really good. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this class, and I hope to see you at the next one. Thanks for watching.